she's a Kichwa. She has like a Spanish name. Remember, until 2009, we're not allowed to name our kids with local words. She says, very welcome to the chocolate house. Wasi means house and chocolate. Yes, I think everybody knows what chocolate is, right? The word I'm going to use, everybody, is cacao. I'm not going to say cocoa, okay? Probably English is the only language where we change the pronunciation to cocoa. And we're going to use a lot of, for example, of these shells that after the whole process, we make some cacao tea, right? And sometimes we mix that with cocoa tea that we use as a stimulant, remember, to make the white thing. And this one is actually cacao or cocoa, right? Well, Isabel, Cheche, Pagarachu. If you want me to go deep into the ecology of these things, you're gonna find the flower has 5 sepals, 5 petals, and it has something like 5 pistils. When you open the cacao pod, you're gonna find 5 rows of beans. Amazing, isn't it? So, well, every little tree, look at this, please, here, right behind us. I'm gonna use around the world. We have Creole that grows exclusively in South America. Creole cocoa, which is this yellow one. In terms of flavor, is the best one because it's actually natural, right? It grows mostly in the Amazon rainforest of South America. So Brazilians, Venezuelans, Bolivians, Peruvians, Ecuadorians, Colombians, we all grow cacao, right? Like this. We have another variety of cocoa that is just a little bigger, but it's not that good in terms of, let's say flavor, that it grows in Africa. The name of that is forastero. And actually, it's just used for high-scale production. Please don't take me wrong, but most of the cacao we use when we grow is sold to Europe, to Belgium and Switzerland. And most of the cacao that you buy is, you see, look at that, the tattoo, the temporary tattoo, made out of anato. So the stuff you buy at home, it comes actually from Africa. Yes, high-scale production, but very low quality. Yes, don't take me wrong. This is what happens. Ghana, Ivory Coast, Cameroon, and Nigeria, they control almost the 70% of the cacao production around the world. Imagine. Even though cacao came from South America. And we have another one that is called Trinitario that grows mostly in Central America, right? Trinitario. So Trinitario is just not as good as the Creole. This is the best one. Now you might want to try it, right? So to tell you the story, let me just go with this. Está bueno. Uy, buenazo está. Platitos. I'm not going to share. Look at that. Wow. Dan is strong, man. John, hey, give me a hand. I'm not that strong.
What am I doing?
Just crack it in the middle. Wow. Too late. She brought it up late. All right, we're gonna try this, okay? Más tienes, Isa? Pick it up as a candy. As if you having 5 to 6 days. Why the fermentation is so important? Because listen, if you remove the white thing out of the bean, you can ferment that sugar and make a drink, but you're not gonna make any chocolate. Because the chocolate actually comes from the bean itself, from the purple bean. If you remove the bean out of the pod, out of the main stem, you know what? The bean is not going to receive any nutrients anymore. So what it happens? Naturally, this bean gets desperate and starts sucking up all the sugars out of the white thing. That's, why the important process of fermentation. Basically, when we ferment the beans, we are building up the flavors in the chocolate. The easiest way to kill the bacteria and to peel this off would be once you roast it. So you roast it first, remember, to kill the bacteria. But you have to dry this before, because if you don't dry it, by the time you roast it, you might burn the outside, but you will never reach the core of the bean. Remember, this is full of bacteria. So well, you dry it up for 5 more days. So far, we've been working already for almost how long? 11 days working, yes? But we haven't talked about the 6 months that you need to grow the pot. From the flower to the pot is 6 months. And close to 80% of the pots are not going to succeed. Yes, because they're going to be washed completely by the rain. You see, you know how delicate and weak the flowers are? Yes, so this is, you know what happens. The rain washes them away. Only 20% of them would survive. Well, we get the pot, we ferment it. Then we dry it. And once they're dried completely, we have to roast it. Once we roast it, in the chocolate companies and big things, you know what they use? A blowing machine that is called winnowing machine. That is going to crush this, yes, the shell. And by a powerful ventilation that they use, they will blow, you know, the seeds away. That's it. Have you done it before? Have you ground beef before?
Yeah.
The most expensive chocolate in the world actually comes from Ecuador. The bar is called Toak, T-O-A-K, and one bar costs $400. As paste is the cocoa liquor. Yes. So this is basically because it's so rich in fat. What she's doing is melting the cocoa liquor that can much like in lemongrass, cinnamon, whatever you want. Actually, the cocoa in Central America use it also to make food like mole. Ah, yes. So lime leaf.